Welcome to Redesigning Health and Home. I'm Meg.
And I'm Carrie. We love creating beautiful, functional spaces and living healthy, vibrant lives. So join us as we chat about simple, practical ways to take care of your body, mind, and your home. Whether it's fitness tips, home decor ideas, recipe, or navigating those big life moments, we're here to share what works for us and what doesn't, with some encouragement along the way.
Let's redesign this life together, one step, one room, and one habit at a time. Hello, and welcome back to Redesigning Health and Home. I am Meg, and of course, I am joined by my lovely, wonderful co-host, Carrie. Carrie, how are you today?
I am doing great, Meg. How are things over there?
Things are going really well. And I have to say, I've been super pleased about our summer series. Can you believe we have that little series almost wrapping up?
Yes, that was very fun to put that together, actually. And I think it's inspired us to look at each of the seasons as, what kind of series can we pull together now for fall, for example. So I'm excited about that.
So am I. And I think just talking about the food and the products and the bucket list and what else was the last one? And clothing.
Right.
Yes, that was awesome. And it was just so fun because it put me in a space to really embrace the summer season. So thank you for doing that with us here at Redesigning Health and Home.
Yes, for sure.
And today I was thinking that we are redesigning health and home. We really are on a daily basis. And that's what we want to put out into the world. And I was thinking about digital media consumption. There's so many wonderful apps and podcasts and social media pages that inspire so many people. And I know it has inspired me in the Fit, Fed, Feeling Good arena and the redesigning health and home, how I can make that a little better. But how about you? Are there any apps or podcasts or social media pages that you gravitate to redesign a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So from the Homestyle with Carrie perspective, there are a few things that I use on a pretty regular basis. But I think you're right that what we pay attention to is what grows in our life. So you may as well pay attention to some positive things that kind of support you and nurture you. So a couple of things that I use pretty often for Homestyle, one of them is a CAD program called 5D. And the reason I like it, it is super, super user friendly. So it's drawing out floor plans and showing elevations and that sort of thing. And it's only for interior spaces, but I just find that it is so, so helpful for arranging your furniture, and you can make the windows the exact size of your windows and try different window treatments. So you don't have to be an interior designer to use it. It's very user friendly. So that is one that I'm finding very helpful, and I can send some examples to my clients of what things are going to look like or some different options for furniture layout. So yeah, very helpful.
I like that. Well, I bet that truly does help. And it's amazing how people are so smart to come up with this stuff.
Yes, there are a lot of CAD apps that you can use, but not all of them are super user friendly. Some of them have quite a steep learning curve. And if you're wanting something that you can just jump into pretty quickly, I like finding the ones that you can just get going on them right away. You don't have to learn a ton of different keystrokes to figure it out.
Well, and that's nice as a client to know that you're using these programs that can just help overall project run a little smoother.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I like that one a lot. Yeah. Do you use any other apps or podcasts or anything to help?
So I love Canva. I know lots of people use it, and it has an AI piece to it now as well. Everybody's seeing how can we use AI to improve our user experience. But I use Canva for a lot of promotional kind of stuff, not so much for design stuff, but just postcards I might want to send out, or flyers or emails or any of those things. It's just so helpful, and they've got so many beautiful photos now that you can either use theirs or upload your own. And so it's just, again, very, very user friendly. You could order directly from them. They'll mail you your postcards that you order or whatever. So yeah, very helpful, that one.
Well, I will tell our listeners that you are the genius creator behind our social media, redesigning health and home kind of promos for our episodes. You use Canva, right?
Yes, for any of the social media posts, the little colorful ones, those are all Canva. Makes it super simple and so many fun colors and designs. It's a great one.
Well, you do a super job with them. And I'm always so excited to see what you're going to send me every week. And I know it's endless hours of work. And I'm so happy that you have these programs that make it maybe just a little bit easier. So
Oh,
thank
for
you
sure.
so much. How about social media accounts or podcasts? Anything that helps you kind of redesign your life for your business?
So for social media accounts, I have some of my own favorite designers whose style I really resonate with for my own personal home. Randi Garrett is somebody that I follow. Her home is stunning. Our home does not look anything like her home in the sense that she's got a lot of white in her home, like all of her furniture and that, like she's got a lot of white. And while I love that look, I have a husband who's a woodworker and we go hiking and we've got a little dog with dirty paws. And so I'm just like, I don't know how that would really play out in my house, but she has beautiful designs and beautiful ideas. So I do really like to check out what she's doing seasonally and that sort of thing. So Randy Garrett on Instagram is a really pretty account to follow for sure.
Is that her handle or does she have a name?
She just goes under Randi Garrett. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
Randi is how her first name is, and
Randy.
it might be Randi Garrett Designs, so, might be her website, but she's just Randi Garrett on Instagram.
Fantastic. So you try to pull some of her inspiration or you just get inspired?
I just feel inspired by the content that she puts out. Most of her stuff is about home design, but she recently built a home, and so she shared all of the different mood boards that her designers were putting together and the tiles she was choosing. But then she also does some recipes and some fashion, and she's just an adorable woman too. So it's fun to see her stuff and her kids growing up. And so it's kind of the whole package. So I do enjoy her account. How about you?
It's kind of nice. I just want to say that sometimes scrolling can feel like a quote unquote waste of time,
Mhm.
but that consumption can just be a little spark of creativity for your own to maybe, I'm just going to kind of think about that or redesign my bathroom because that was so
Right.
cute. So
Mhm.
that's great that you get inspired by other designers like that.
Yes. Yes. And I think you actually mentioned Farah to me originally, quite some time ago. What is Farah's account?
Well, she has her own Inspire Me Home Decor. It's her business that, she was on QVC and now you can buy straight from her. But I think then her own personal Farah Merhi,
Mhm.
pardon me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I just love seeing how she still has sometimes life happens,
Mhm.
incidences, but then can just show her day in a life where she's taking the vacuum around and
Yeah.
putting a chair together and then boom,
Yeah.
she has this beautiful space. So very
Yes.
inspiring.
Yes. Or she'll just show how she resets her kitchen. So she shows how it is and then it's fast forward, right? So she's doing it super quick. But yeah, when I watch those, I'm like, I need to reset my kitchen.
Yes. Or even her lunch. She sliced 4 slices of tomato and put it on a beautiful plate with a little cottage cheese and some turkey on top and some
Mhm.
fresh ground pepper. And I thought, why does that look so fabulous
Right. Three
when
ingredients, right?
yes, and then the kitchen is all nice and clean, but I know life happens in the background, but it does hopefully inspire you to, hey, I can elevate my lunch game too if I just maybe take a few extra seconds. So that
Yeah.
whole idea of us redesigning how we want maybe our life to look occasionally.
Yes. Yes, exactly. For sure. And how about on the fitness side of it? Have you found any accounts?
Yes. Well, I will tell you one app that I like, veering away from maybe social media, is the fitness app that goes with your watch.
Hmm.
I know one of my own clients that I have virtually, she has the Fitbit,
Mhm.
So there are many different devices you can use, but mine specifically, I'm only saying because it's the Apple Watch.
Mhm.
If you go to the app, you can see how many steps you got or your heart rate patterns. And there's just a wealth of information that if you sync your watch or your Fitbit or whatever to the app, that maybe you can be inspired or want to redesign your fitness routine maybe next week because maybe you didn't get as many steps as you were hoping for. So I really enjoy that app in the fitness arena. So actually another app that I really like, Carrie, is the grocery store app. Do you use a grocery store app?
We do. Yes, we do.
Okay. Well, I always would be, this was years ago, and I definitely redesigned this habit because it would say, save 50 cents if you scan this barcode. And I thought, oh my gosh. But now I will scan that barcode and clip the coupon and add it to my cart. And I just feel that I've really become pretty proficient on saving that money just by using the app that is already free and available to you.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I love it.
And so I do some of the coupon clipping like you were talking about. So the grocery store here is Jewel that we use the most. And I just also find it helpful because my husband and I share the same app. And so we can just scan like, oh, we're out of, mouthwash, scan that one and it goes straight to the list. Or if he runs out of shaving cream, we can add it to the list. And then we have the same list. So whoever ends up going to the store, if we both go, we can even divide and conquer and get the list. So it's really helpful just to keep track of what you need. No more paper lists on the fridge.
No more paper lists on the fridge. Exactly. And I'm not saying I'm 100% organized with this stuff, but I definitely try to take advantage of those grocery store apps to save as many pennies as I can.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you have
absolutely.
any other podcasts or apps that you use or listen to anyone on social media that helps your home decor game?
Well, I'm going to share Gold Digger, which is Jenna Kutcher. And the reason I like her is she talks about just life in general, but she has created her own very successful business. And so she does talk about business stuff as well. She's also in the age and stage of a couple of little kids at home. And so, again, like you were saying, life happens. And so she's very real, which I appreciate. But she's very encouraging and has some just amazing ideas of systems and how to best promote your business and all that kind of stuff. So I really do enjoy the stuff that Jenna talks about on Goal Digger. So it's GOAL, not gold, but Goal Digger. And that's a really great one that I listen to often. She's also on Instagram, but I like listening to her podcast. It's very helpful.
She is great. You've shared some of the podcasts, and there have been times where there's just been those hidden pieces of gold
Mm-hmm.
in her Gold Digger
Yeah.
podcast episodes that I just have been like, aha,
Yeah. Yes.
that makes a lot of sense. And you and I are learning this whole new thing, and it has been very helpful to us just to learn from other people. And it's amazing how many smart, successful people
Yes.
are out there just sharing their wealth of knowledge. So it's been really great.
Yeah, and she's very generous with what she shares for free. And she does have courses that you can buy and go more in depth into different areas. And I have actually done that on occasion, not her really expensive ones, but I have on occasion. And I find that she's very generous with the helpful information that she offers for free. So it's a really nice one.
That is. And the last one I have it's another podcast, but it's called Best Laid Plans by Sarah Hart Unger. And she too, very down to earth, talks about how life happens, but she is the planner extraordinaire.
Mm.
And I've really, really wanted to redesign my organizing game forever. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel, even though I don't always feel I'm making great progress, I feel by listening to the podcast you're suggesting or using these apps that we enjoy or listening to her because she posts on a weekly basis,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little bit closer or a little bit more organized,
Yeah.
and she is coming out with a book. She does these quarterly, just like you said about the paid planning sessions. I haven't
Right.
done any of those, but just to hear people's Q&As about their stories have
Yeah.
inspired me thinking, well, I'm not alone. I can still get better. And yeah,
Right.
so she definitely shares really great information. And I am enjoying that. And that has been helping me try to get a little, redesigned in the organizing situations.
So what's interesting about you saying that is you and I can see each other right now on the podcast. We only share the audio, but I'm looking behind you, Meg, and your home is absolutely pristine. And I'm thinking, what in the world do you have left to organize?
Let me flip this camera around.
Well, that's how it normally is, right?
That's
Like,
how it
oh, would you like
normally
me to
is.
open this closet door? Be careful, some stuff might fall out. And I
Yes.
find that too. I can get a certain area of my house. I feel like, oh, this is really organized. And then I look in the basement in the storage room and I'm like, good night. Like, what is happening down there? So, yeah, to have every cupboard and space and closet in the whole house completely organized, what a dream that would be. I don't even know. Do people really live like that? Maybe.
I think it's more, what is the quote, shoveling while it's still snowing? I mean, your laundry is constantly happening.
Yeah.
I think that's where it comes to. Everything should have its place, and everything does not have its place here, but I am working on it. I am a work in progress, and I want to feel I am making progress. You
Right.
inspire me with Homestyle with Carrie so much. And I think just us talking about these type of situations is hopefully helping others as well. And knowing that there's the apps and the podcasts and social media pages out there that people are sharing their information is
Yeah.
just so nice.
Yes. And if you have a problem or want to learn something, go to YouTube University or look for an app or a podcast, and 9 times out of 10, there'll be something there that will inspire you in that direction. So for whatever you're looking for. So
Well, speaking of learning, I have to thank you so much. Carrie was so sweet and sent me, I don't know if you can see it. It's right on my,
Aw.
yeah. I have it out in the sun because to get the sun. Carrie sent me a beautiful solar lantern. And we talked about this recently about lighting outside.
Mhm.
And when the sun goes down, the light filters through and there's a little hummingbird around there and it's copper and it's so pretty. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome. When I saw it, I thought, oh, that says Meg all over it.
Well, it does. And I tell you, our kids are just saying, we're talking about these hummingbirds way too much because we have two that are just so interested in our space. They
Oh,
just kind of hover right over the deck and kind of look around. And so we've been talking to all of the great YouTubes and learning about hummingbirds. So, like you said, there's so much information and it's at our fingertips. So, how great that we have these apps and podcasts and social media pages
yes.
to hopefully help us and
Yes.
figure out what works and what doesn't and do all the things redesigning health and home.
Yes. And whether it's just for fun, like the stargazing that we talked about, Skyview. Skyview is one of my husband's favorite apps for looking at the constellations. And then we went on a hike last weekend and he got out the bird call app. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Really?
Yes, there's a bird call app that you can listen to the birds and tell you which ones are singing at that particular time.
Will it make the call to the birds?
No, no, it identifies the bird that's singing, and
That's
then it'll
so
come up with a
cool.
picture too, so that you can even kind of look for them. So that one's really fun. Yeah, if I can find the name.
So neat. Oh my gosh. While you look, I will tell you one other thing that I've been enjoying, and I've said this on the couple other episodes we've talked about, is just I always want to redesign my sleep to try to make it the best, better sleep app. I would encourage anybody I just have the free version and
Uh-huh.
put on these sleep stories and just lull to sleep. And it's really nice.
How long are those stories usually, or can you
It
choose?
does say, it'll say 7 minutes, 20 minutes. I'll go for the whole big long one, 50
Right.
minutes.
Right.
Yeah. So, and you can add any sound to it, maybe some brown noise or white noise. It's really nice.
Very nice. That
I
that
mean,
is
gosh, you could probably look up, like you said, bird call app.
Yeah, it's actually called I found it. It's called Merlin Bird ID. It is called Merlin. Peter told me that, and then deleted it. But yes, it's Merlin. Um,
Wow.
yeah, so it's a neat one. And I'm not really big into birds and constellations, but he is, and so then he gets me involved, and he's like, "Oh, look at this," and it is interesting. So, do you or Gib use any of the game? Like, do you have any games on your phone? The game apps? My husband's huge into chess.com. Oh my gosh, chess.com all the time. All the time. He
That
uses
is great. My son does the chess and
Oh, does he?
he'll tell me he watches YouTube videos
Mhm.
of, I don't think it's a game. What is it? It's solutions or something.
Okay, yeah.
They're chess
For the puzzles.
puzzles.
Chess puzzles, yes.
Chess puzzles.
Yes.
And I think, wow, I wish I knew chess. Did you watch that Queen's Gambit?
Yes, yes, that was very good. What a great series that was. So here's my experience with chess with my husband. So before the kids were even around, we were on a trip and we stopped for a break and he had his chess game and I was like, "Okay, teach me how to play chess." Okay, that was not a good thing to ask. So my brain just does not think that way. So he's like, "Okay, well, there's this piece and it can move this way or this way." And I was like, "Okay, got it." And then he's like, "Okay, then there's this piece, but he can only go this way and this way." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, they do different stuff?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And then it's a game and it's about war and it's capturing. And I was like, "Okay, I'm out." Just clearly too many moving parts for this brain.
There is a hilarious video where this person's dancing like a clown, and in the back it says, anytime someone's trying to teach me a new card game.
Right? Oh, yes, exactly.
Seriously, I think I was crying. But you asked me about games. No, I do not have. I used to do Words with Friends with a
Mhm.
few people.
Right.
I think that kind of sputtered out, but
Mhm.
I have not done Wordle, or my
No.
mom used to love Candy Crush. I remember she'd be on her phone doing Candy Crush all
Hey,
the time.
yeah, yeah.
Do you do any games?
I don't, and I feel so lame because I see people and they're like enjoying their game, and I'm like, am I just too boring and serious to play a game on my phone? I just don't. I don't know. I don't find them terrifically interesting. But yeah, my husband, he's always got chess on there. I remember when Farmtown came out years ago. The girls were little, and he got addicted to Farmtown or whatever it was, where you had to get up,
Oh,
make sure you feed your chickens or they would die. So yeah, it was when games were first coming out, and he was totally addicted.
okay,
He was like, "I
okay.
gotta get up at 3 a.m. to, feed my cows or whatever." And I was like,
Farmtown.
Farmtown, yep.
Well, I wish I could say I play chess, but I do not.
No, no, I don't
That's
either.
inspiring.
I didn't realize that Ted was a chess guy. Now, how did he learn?
In their elementary school, there was chess club during lunch.
Ah, very good.
And I think I signed him up for it. And then actually, the high school, because there's the middle school, couple
Mhm,
grade schools, and the high school. The high school hosted a chess tournament, and you were just matched up with the same grade.
mhm.
It was a huge event.
Oh,
A
wow.
lot of kids. So a
Mhm,
lot of the kids in his grade, I think maybe fourth, fifth, sixth, it was
mhm.
chess club during lunch on certain days. And a lot of the kids did it.
Oh, wow.
I think
Wow, yeah.
it's super smart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Pete, I think he learned, I'm not sure when exactly he learned, but he was in the chess club in high school. I know that. There's this very intense picture of him with his fingertips together on his chin looking over the chessboard that made it into the yearbook.
Oh, is he ranked?
Yeah, he is ranked. I don't know what
Oh,
his ranking is, but, he'll be like, "Ha, I just beat a 2,200." And I'm like, "Wow." And I don't even know what that means.
that
So
sounds
I'm like,
super smart.
"Wow, cool, hun."
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, but I also do notice that, the language when he's playing speed chess is very colorful.
Really?
There's a lot of colorful language flying around when he's playing speed chess, and I'm like, you'd think that you were being tortured or something, like, the way
Okay.
that you're like, "This does not seem relaxing," but he's addicted to it.
It's so competitive? Is
Yes.
that why?
Yeah, and it's fast, right? And so you've gotta move the pieces so fast and yeah, so
Wow.
I don't know, he likes it.
It's an impressive game.
Mhm.
I don't think we could even tiptoe into the wealth of what it really is.
I think you're right, and I find it really interesting to listen to Pete teach other people about chess because he always starts with, "It's a war game. It's a war game, and I'm trying to capture your men, and you're trying to capture my men, and whoever captures the most and so he explains it kind of from that perspective, but yeah, I think also with chess.com and Queen's Gambit, the combination has really made chess much more popular than it used to be. And COVID, there was a huge spike in the chess.com numbers of people over the time that COVID happened as well. And so it's getting much more popular. They've got some really great commentators on there. And I don't know how we got off on chess so much, but yeah, that's a cool app.
Okay,
So,
I have one more random, very random, random,
yeah,
random question. Have
uh-huh.
you ever made sourdough?
I have not. I have
When
not.
you said COVID,
Uh-huh.
people got into things. I've heard about the sourdough people.
Right.
I've
Yeah,
never done either. I would like to, maybe once. I hear it's a process.
my niece got into it and the loaves are so beautiful too. Like you could put all these patterns on them and so she makes them for gifts and yeah. Yeah, I didn't really get into that either, but yeah, it
Okay,
is.
now we're way off base
Mhm.
here. Did you get into anything?
I can't even think of anything, Meg.
You know what? I was trying to sew because Julia
Oh,
had a
yeah.
sewing machine
Right.
and I was just sewing away, not making anything that looked like anything. But I remember it was just putting needle and thread into the sewing machine and I'm just
Yes. Good for
sewing
you.
together.
Good for you. I think I got into reading pretty heavily, but I am a little bit of a neurotic reader where like the house could be burning down around me and I won't even notice. And my kids will be like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And like I don't hear them. So yeah, I have to pace myself with the reading because I can get a little crazy with it. Where I was like, I have to know what's next, at 3 a.m. and I'm still reading my
That's
book.
so great.
Well, it's great if you have the time, but yeah, if you need to be productive, then
If
I
you
should.
have the time. Yes, I know there is someone puts out a summer reading list that's very popular. Shoot, I
Mhm.
don't even know what it's called now. Mrs. Something. Have you heard of
I,
this?
I feel like this podcast is very clearly a couple of middle-aged women because of the number of times we say, I don't remember what it's called. It's really often. There's
Right.
this book. I don't remember what it's called. There's this
But
recipe.
it's out there. So you know what I'm saying.
Just Google it. You'll
Just
find it.
go Google what? You haven't given me any context.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, this
good.
has been fun. I love the Canva, the CAD, the couple designers. I'm going to look up all of these. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing. And Carrie, thank you for all of the work that you do for our clips or presentations you do.
Yeah, the Canva graphics are very fun to make and they're quick and easy with Canva. I love them. And thank you for inviting me to do this podcast. It's been
This
really
has
fun.
been so fun. You are the best. We always have a great time. So thanks for chatting today. And we already talked about what we're redesigning because we talked about all of these
Mhm.
medias that we're consuming. So thanks for sharing that. And I think we'll wrap it up and say we'll see you next time.
Yes, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Today's loyal listener shout out goes to my friend Karen from upstate New York. Karen and I used to work together. We always had so much fun. I miss you like crazy, Karen, and I can feel your support even from all the miles between us. And I thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of the Redesigning Health and Home family. The topics discussed on Redesigning Health and Home are for entertainment purposes only. We are not physicians and we are not counselors. So please just enjoy this as it's intended to be, which is for entertainment purposes only.
Thanks for listening to the Redesigning Health and Home podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, we would love for you to like, share, and follow along so you can catch us on all future episodes. You can find me, Meg, at Fit, Fed, Feeling Good on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
And you can find me, Carrie, on my website at homestylewithcarrie.com and on Instagram and Facebook at Homestyle with Carrie. That's Kerri. And you can find both of us at Redesigning Health and Home on Instagram and Facebook. So join us next time for more inspiration on creating a home and a lifestyle that truly supports your best self.